video game news. First up, we have Konami is in denial.
Apparently.
Yep.
They're denying that Kojima has left them.
Even though he did in October 9th.
That is one of the stages of grief, so
Yep,
I suppose
true.
it's not a big surprise.
So yeah, it's just weird because Konami and their weird things.
Well,
But so that happened. Apparently.
yep.
Then also, in Capcom news, the Nerdist got a good preview of Street Fighter V, Umbrella Corps, and Resident Evil 0, which is just an HD remake, while they were at New York Comic Con.
Yep. And while Street Fighter V might not be reinventing the wheel, which is good because Street Fighter 4 was good.
Yep.
It's got some new features, some new characters to add to the game.
And they're rebalancing some of their old characters, so if you have a specific favorite character, you're going to have new stuff to learn with them, too.
Which is much needed for the game. If you keep churning out the same game, it turns into Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. The PS2 editions.
Yep.
Then also, Umbrella Corps has some more information on it. Apparently it'll be a 3v3 multiplayer experience. Some of the game has some different game modes for you to go into. I started to read about Street Fighter 4 there for a second there.
Way to suck.
In the game, you'll have up to 2 weapons with your character, including a grenade type and a melee attack on top of it.
So it's, normal stuff.
Yeah, so it'll be normal with
shooter
some basic
crap.
4 different attack styles you can go with. Then also, each match is going to include NPC zombies to add extra danger to the game mode, which you can kill for extra points in the match.
Yeah, kind of like Titanfall.
Yep.
Except
Or
they're zombies.
Yep. Or you can use them to set up your opponents, but you can't really rely on it because they're zombies, so they're going to do what they want.
Yeah.
And then the coolest feature is that when you die, it's permadeath for that match, but you get an overhead view of what's going on in the map, so you can talk to your teammates and warn them of what's happening, which is pretty nice. And then finally, like we said, Resident Evil is just a HD remake.
Yep.
You're getting a few new features with it, and
a new game mode where you get to play as Wesker.
which is pretty beast.
If you say so.
Well, Wesker's pretty beast, so
If you say so.
it depends on which version of Wesker you're
Neo
getting now.
wannabe.
It might be before he's infected with shit, so he's probably going to be weak Wesker. Maybe. I don't know. But also,
Star Wars Battlefront
yep,
has released info on 3 new hero characters.
indeed it has.
Yep. Princess Leia is going to be the Rebel support. And Han Solo is going to be a lone wolf douchey
Slinger.
guy. And Emperor Palpatine.
Going to be a support for the Imperials.
Good old Palpy.
Yep. So, moving on to more Star Wars video game news.
Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Yep.
Still getting updates. They just released a new update for the game
Yep.
over the week.
Yep, they have 9 universal changes to the game, at least 1 Mac specific, 4 Windows specific ones, and a Linux specific update.
Ooh, Linux.
We'll have the full list for you below in the link if you want to check out what they got updated.
Yep.
Also, Halo 5.
Don't care.
Yep. 343 Industries franchise director Frank O'Connor basically stated that there's a good chance it could be coming to the PC because they used an Intel system and other
They
stuff.
probably always
That'd
do.
make it, yep.
A
That'd
lot
make
of
it
these
easier.
companies say that, and then
And this will be, I believe, if it does come to PC, it'd be the second Halo game ever to come to PC. Because I think the first one had a PC
the
port.
first one did.
Yep. The second one, I don't remember if it did, because I don't think it did.
I don't think any of the other
And
ones
then
did.
3 had a fan-made one, I think.
Which doesn't count.
Yeah. So that's really all you had otherwise. So yeah, this will be the first,
Unless
the second
you
official
count
one.
that strategy game that was
Oh,
awful.
true. Yeah.
And didn't they make another one of those? Or are they going to?
I'm not sure. I heard news that they're making another one, but I've never
let us
seen
know
anything on
if
it.
you know and care.
Mm-hmm.
But you probably don't, because no
Yeah.
one does. That game was terrible.
Then also, and fucking finally news,
Blizzard Entertainment is going to add voice chat to Battle.net.
Mm-hmm.
10 years
Yep.
after everybody else.
Yep. Well, other games have had voice chat options in the game, but they've always sucked. I've used it before in WoW and in StarCraft. Never, like, just don't. Anyway, they're going to be adding it to the beta launch of Overwatch to test it out there.
Which absolutely needs voice chat.
Exactly.
It's the fastest paced game they've made that I'm aware of.
Yep, and it's
except for Lost Vikings.
Yep, and they've also had preview, I believe, beta previews all over the internet that you can find different people playing it. That Blizzard brought people there to play it, and it's looking pretty good. Almost everybody said they've had fun with it. It's a very fast-paced shooter.
I'm sure it is a fun game.
It's got and obviously it has your basic shooter elements with your basic, and then they've got their different units.
MOBA kind of.
Yeah, but it's not really a MOBA feel. It doesn't make you feel like you're playing a MOBA. It makes you feel like you're playing a straight shooter.
A shooter that's a MOBA.
Not entirely. The tank, you would think a tank can't do much damage, but apparently the tank packs a huge punch.
Well, in a shooter they have to.
So it's not like you're going to feel gimped for playing a specific play style. Apparently, from what I've heard. And it's like, yeah, it's fast paced. It's how it should be.
We shall see.
Yep. Also, Vermintide released a 8-minute overview trailer. And it's Fat Shark's first-person co-op that takes place in the Warhammer universe.
Yep.
And you fight rat people.
They're Skaven.
Whatever they're called.
They are called Skaven. And it looks like a lot of fun. I've kind of been checking this game out. I might end up getting it.
I've been seeing like news on it, but we haven't covered it yet really, so I never really looked into it because there was never anything substantial yet.
Yeah, so it looks interesting. I won't say good because I don't know enough about it, but it looks interesting.
It does.
And continuing with the Warhammer theme,
I put it last on purpose because I figured Jimmy would want to talk about it more.
Well, yeah. Total War Warhammer finally got a release date of April 28th of next year, which is about what I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
I figured it'd either be late summer or spring, because they've been working on it for a couple years already. And also, no surprise to me, but apparently a surprise to everybody else, they're doing a pre-order bonus of a race, which they've done since Shogun 2. But I mean, it's kind of annoying because the whole reason there were 4 races in the game, and that's it, was because it was so hard to make these races.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden they've got a 5th race. Oh, but it's only for pre-order bonus people, or you can buy it day 1.
Yeah.
Which means they had plenty of time to make it and put it in the game. But they didn't because it's chaos and they know it's integral, so people will pay for it.
Yeah.
Or they'll pre-order the game, which means they don't have to finish it.
Yeah.
But, like I said, not a surprise.
Yeah.
And it's a full race, so there's new lords, new units, campaign mode, mounts, blah, blah,
Basically,
blah,
they're a full
blah,
campaign
blah.
for chaos.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So look forward to getting that.
I mean, I'm not particularly upset because I'm going to get the game anyway.
Yeah.
So now I'll just pre-order it. I know you can't stop them if you pre-order. Fuck you. But I've never had the same issues that a lot of people have with like Rome and Empire. They worked fine for me, so I don't have that negative connotation.
Which for me, like, I think the only bugs I really had was, we talked about this before the show, is with Total War, I had a glitch where the units would just stop fighting completely, but it was the enemy units, so I didn't care. Then the other glitch I had was when they had the weird capture points.
In, like, ambushes and shit?
Like, as soon as the enemy got to the capture point, there was no timer for it. They just instantly capped it. Even if I was on the capture point. It was just, boom, took it.
That sucks.
So I couldn't do anything that required a capture point. But then that got patched, and I haven't had an issue with that. So...
But yeah, and then every time they screw up a game like Empire Rome, I never like the one that comes after it. Because both times it's been a named one. First time it was Napoleon. Didn't like Napoleon. Thought it was boring. Thought it was too small scale. I mean, that's my opinion. And then with Rome, the next one was Attila. That one's meh. It's gray and all the factions are the same color and it's meh. Every faction fights exactly the same, and it's boring. except unless you're the Huns or the Sassanids. But anyway, I think that's about it. Anything jumping out at you other than Total Warhammer?
Not really. That's about it, yeah.
Everything else is just kind of like, oh, okay, this happened.
It's all nice, little neat stuff.
Yeah.